Welcome to another Mac Chat! I still didn't wash my hair, but I wanted to get these Mac Chat reviews over with. And, yeah. Welcome to another Mac Chat. Andi Mack. So one storyline. Bex is having a hard time with Cece, and Cece won't forgive her, and things are just getting worse and worse and worse. And he keeps asking her, when will Cece forgive you? And she pretends like she forgives her, but Bex goes, no, we don't forgive each other. It's not going good. Later, she ends up seeing Bowie back at home, reading a book, and they get a present, and that Cece ordered months ago when she thought they were getting married, and it was a snow globe, with the proposal with Andi and Bex and Bowie there, proposing. Anyway, and then she just decides to write a thank you note, and she didn't know what to say, so she wrote a dozen of them. And she gave them back to Bex, and, Bex loved them, and she said all she needed was time, and then she would forgive Bex for not getting married to Bowie. So, anyway, sorry. Hair problem. Alright, so that's number one. Number two, you have CJ and his girlfriend together, and if you remember from a few months ago, we kind of talked about how he has this new girlfriend. I don't remember her name, but, it's kind of distracting between CJ and Cyrus's relationship. This girl was on Buffy's basketball team, and she was not a good player. So, fortunately, since he's Buffy's friend, he was worried that she wouldn't let him in the fun. And well, they talked about going to the park, and she actually agreed. So, thank goodness, Cyrus was invited, but he decides to kick himself out because he doesn't want to do that right now. He has friends he has to go see, and anyway, and he wants to give CJ a free shirt, but when he comes to the park, he sees CJ and his girlfriend swinging on the swings. CJ didn't want to go on the swings at first. He kind of felt like going to Cyrus, and she kept convincing him to go play on the swings, and they wanted to go feed the ducks, and she changed her mind. So they went to go swing on the swings, and then Cyrus comes over and sees them having fun and decides not to give him the shirt, so he gives it to Jonah. And yeah, the third storyline is that everyone's in spoons and they're eating, and they realize that there's clothes not going for sale, kind of like the sale problem. I kind of talked about it in the last Andi Mack review. There's a sale problem, so they want to get, so since there's a sale market not selling their shirts, they want to sell the shirts for free, so they're not going to waste, and that's what they do. All shirts are free, so they go to the sale market that Andi, Buffy, Cyrus, and Jonah created, right? And everyone's getting shirts for free. People are just selling and selling and selling until one time Jonah talks to a lady and mentions how they have a sale market, and fortunately she went to tell the cops, and the cops came over and wanted to see the permit, and they didn't have a permit, so they were in trouble. They went to jail, and then Bex and Cece started hearing about this, and they wanted to rush over, and fortunately the episode ended when they were all in jail waiting for their parents and guardians. So, there you go. On the next episode of Andi Mack. So, here's the trailer. We have 3 storylines, and this will be on the next week's episode of Andi Mack. 3 things happen in the trailer. First, since they got in jail, they have to do community service, so they're picking up garbage. 2, Andi doesn't know how to tell Jonah that she loves him, and so Andi's trying to help her out, Doesn't Andi want to be with Jonah, though? 3, we spend the last 20 seconds of the trailer just focusing on this one big storyline, so I'm guessing the first 2 are going to be smaller than what we just saw in the last few episodes. So we have everyone during school hours, but we have everyone in a circle, and I think it's probably one of the first few days of school, or maybe we're just grabbing people from different classes and putting them together, And unfortunately, Andi actually knew all these people since kindergarten, but since they haven't seen each other in 9 to 12 years, they're going to be sitting in a circle, and they can't say their name or what they look like, so they have to just say what they're good at, She doesn't know what to do about that because her friends don't remember her, and, she talks to Buffy and Cyrus about that, and they ask her, what are you going to do? That's next week's episode of Andi Mack. This one was a little bit shorter than the other one, so I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. When I first thought that I needed to come up with 2 more things, I was shocked, but given the fact we had 2 episodes of Andi Mack, I was surprised, so that kind of filled up one video, and I just need something to fill up another video. If we can get another movie trailer, I will review that, but if not, whatever I do next weekend, we'll get through it. And once it's all over, the only thing we have to worry about is Snowbird in July. So don't worry, but I'm still going to have this channel keep going. And yeah, we'll just wrap up here. On the Lightning Mills is out. All for one and one for all, for one and one for all. Now's the time to seize the day. Let us seize the Lightning Mills is out. But before I go, have a good rest of June and enjoy your 4th of July and 24th of July. And I don't know what I'm saying, but Lightning Mills is out on the Brattlebins. The Brattlebins, bye.